on the right wing.
Good, Damian.
Quite a strong pass into the chest of Johnny Yull.
Midfield.
FK Beograd still looking for one to put them one in front, but that wasn't it.
Yeah, that was much better by Beograd that time, getting the ball out to Seb Good. He stood his opponent up, beat him 1v1, and then unfortunately the shot didn't test anybody but the car park. But it's been Adelaide United have come out with much more will to get forward and do something in this second half. A couple of chances getting into the box a little bit too easily for the Beograd coaching staff's liking, so I'm sure they'll love that to change.
Apologies for any technical difficulties we had during the beginning of the second half. Luckily, haven't missed anything. Still 1-1 as we enter the 50th minute of the second half here at FK Beograd. Clark. Luic. Central ball for Shearer. Trimboli trying to make his way past Panache Madana, putting a ball in on the left foot. Shouts of a handball. Not heeded by the referee. They were pretty certain that that one was a handball. I'm not too sure, as it was probably too fast for me to see. Barnett. Yull. Jovanovic in space. Has a player in front of him in Crawford. Decides to go himself. Instead goes over the fence. Jovanovic, of course, had his former home tonight here at FK Beograd.
Yeah, I think that penalty claim was rightly waved away by referee Ford. I think it hit his hand, but his hand was well and truly behind his back. It wasn't out to the side, so good call to play on that one.
Goal kick for Josh Kavanagh. Nyonkuru. Barnett. Few loose passes here. Koike. Nyonkuru scored a strike from this range similarly a few weeks ago against Campbelltown. Shearer. Koike. Nyonkuru. Those three were happy to pass the ball between themselves, that pass, not making it.
Yeah, I think Craig Shearer wasn't too happy that Koike took that away from his feet there. I think he wanted to line that one up and have a crack himself. Koike wanted to come out and go the other way with the football, but a little bit better the last couple of minutes from Beograd. They come out a little bit slow, and United were on top early. It's a bit of a dangerous tackle there. And as you can probably hear, the Beograd coaching staff remonstrating with the linesman in front of us. Not too happy that there was no yellow card showing there for that challenge.
Free kick for FK Beograd at about the halfway line. Launch forward into the box. Jovanovic furthest forward for Adelaide United. That clearance only upwards by Luic. Gets the touchdown, does Jovanovic, pulling on Luic just slightly. Shearer quite far back.
Come across!
Barnett. Madonna.
Let him run that like that! There you go, Seb. Good.
I'm sure Johnny could probably hear a little bit better than us, but it seems like there's a bit of tension down on the ground level there at the moment.
Goal kick!
Yeah, there definitely is. Just let this one play on just in case something does happen, but it's going to be cleared out. Yeah, there is definitely one big observation I've made is that the dugout for the home side is a lot louder and more vocal, especially going into the second half as well. So compared to LA United's bench, who are a bit more calm, letting their players play, making a couple of communications to the players, but Beograd a lot more vocal and really directing their players on where they want them, what they want them to do, certain set pieces as well. And also to any of the communication to the referees as well. So there's been a lot of that, more so from the home side. And just a quick pickup as well. There is some communication from LA United side, but the effects mic is facing the home side bench. So which why
this opportunity for Crawford. Sorry, Johnny. Referee just sorting out.
Eric, do your job properly and we won't have a problem.
As we said.
Some very insightful advice for the referee.
As we said.
I'm sure this linesman will have his ear burnt off in a few seconds when he gets closer to the Beograd bench.
Trimboli. Looking for the wide ball. Konstantopoulos. Ball being delivered into the box. It was a hopeful chance by Seb Good.
Played just over 11 minutes of this second half, and both teams have sent all their substitutes down to warm up. Obviously, Beograd have got...
It's a good ball forward opportunity here. Kavanagh deals with it well. Might look to go from range. Luka Jovanovic. Over the bar.
That's what I was just about to say before that passage of play. The substitutes would come on to look for that second goal, and Jovanovic nearly supplied it. Kavanagh was well off his line and couldn't clear it properly and fell straight to Luka Jovanovic, sorry. But yeah, as I was saying, Beograd on their bench. They've got Maxim Ivanic on the bench and Ninko Beric, who hasn't scored a league goal yet this season, so I'm sure he'd love to come on and score in front of the home fans.
Be ready.
Ball with the defence of FK Beograd. Cleared away into the crowd.
Spotted referee Christian Verdicchio watching the game from the other side of the fence, come down for a look. So central here, it attracts everyone in the western suburbs.
Too much weight on that pass. Ethan Cox more than happy to collect.
JC, maybe not so high, huh? Not so high. Not so high now. Dangerous in behind. Bit of pressure, huh? Come on.
You can hear there Beograd's coach Deloy telling Jared Clark maybe not to sit as high because they're a bit more dangerous in behind, so I think he wants him just to drop off.
Lovely turn from Luke Jovanovic. Ball still in play with Madana. Unable to get past two FK Beograd players. Luic. Madana wins until Koike wins back. Udai Koike has Craig Shearer in close proximity. Luic. Jared Clark. Mbembe. Johnny, we'll cross down to you to talk about what looks like quite a healthy crowd tonight at FK Beograd.
Yeah, it's not a bad crowd considering being a Saturday night, just in the prime time of when people would normally go out for a dinner on a night like this. But a very decent crowd, especially when there's other games on today, finishing at 5 o'clock when kickoff was. So it's pretty good. This is an average crowd down here at One Solution Park, but anything bigger than this for bigger occasions, but it's pretty decent. There's a lot of people walking down just to come and watch the game that have shown interest. They're going to be coming back next time and going inside the stands to really get behind the FK Beograd. So it's a great spectacle down here tonight.
Very healthy as it tends to be. Ball comes in.
Just as healthy as the cabbage with the Chavaps boys. The iconic Chavaps, which you can get here at FK Beograd's home games. I'm in use again, boys.
Foul committed there by Panache Madana. Back with Cox, who just clears towards us. Neon Kuru. Right idea of pass. From range. And that one just hitting the back fencing.
That's the second time this half that Goots picked the ball up from a ball that's been sprayed out to him on the wide area, and he's come in, and unfortunately his radar is still very off, but you get the sense that if you let him in on that side again, he's probably going to maybe try to slip someone in, or his next one might even hit the target.
Jovanovic fouled. Just past the hour mark here at One Solution Park. Clark. Looking for the ball over the top. Barnett. Madana. Looking for the back heel. Didn't work initially, but they'll still get away with it, Adelaide United. Crawford. A singular goal scorer for Adelaide United tonight. Unable to get past Damien Luic.
Yeah, he's actually done very well tonight, young Crawford. He isn't your fancy player on the ball, but he certainly can beat his player, and obviously, like I saw earlier, he can finish from close range. He's not afraid to shoot from distance either, so he's done well tonight.
Ball's gone out. And I think there's changes being made. Johnny, down to you for this.
Yep, it's going to be the home side, FK Belgrade, making that first change. They're just waiting to... well, they will take it now. They were just waiting for the ball to go out, and it's going to be a quick change for them. So back to
Maxim Ivanic.
Yep. I don't know who's coming off just yet. But yeah, Maxim is coming on. It is Seb Good coming off. But it does look like there will be another substitution coming very shortly for FK Beograd as well before Adelaide United make their first change, from what I'm gathering down here on the sidelines.
Thanks, Johnny. Headed down by Ivanovic. Not clean enough for Johnny Yull. That one just cleared forward.
Yeah, interesting change. I know he's been on the bench the last couple of weeks, has Seb Good. But he's their leading goal scorer this year with 4 goals. So, like I said earlier, if the next change is to be Ninko Beric that comes on, he hasn't scored a league goal this season, so he have a bit of hunger in him to get that goal tonight.
Yeah, Seb Good, their top goal scorer, though 3 of those were in one game against Adelaide Olympic. What was a 5-1 win from memory, I think so?
Yes, it was a 5-1 win to Beograd that night. Craig Shearer also on the score sheet that night. He's still on the park, so he could add to his tally if he gets on the end of one tonight.
Scored in the derby against Croatia Raiders a few weeks back with quite a good strike from outside of the box. Unable to get the win on that night, but after coming from Vipers FC last season, has certainly looked more than capable of playing in the NPL after spending time in State League 1 with Vipers. Here's a man who's played even a level above Panache Madonna. Played plenty of football for Adelaide United in the A-League men's over the past season or so. Got 2 assists in their second last game of the season against the Brisbane Roar, coming on as a substitute. 27 minutes to make that impact. To another, Jovanovic. Again, another A-League experienced player. 35 games with 7 goals and 3 assists for a young player. Also representing the Australian under-20 national team. I think his goal coming against Portugal. Could be wrong, but I think I have a half-decent memory. I like to think I know these things.
I can't contribute to anything that you're saying, mate, because I've got no idea. That's why you're the stat man. One thing I will say is I did mention a few weeks ago when Alessio called the game United versus Panthers at Surfers FM, and I said that back then was the rumour of Hiroshi leaving, and that's obviously looks like that's going to be put to bed with him re-signing in the off-season. But Ivanovic really is that second striker, and when he comes out here, you can see he just buzzes around. He wants to make every opportunity count. I'm sure Carl Viet will love to see him bang a few goals in the NPL just to lead up to that new season that's going to come around quite quickly.
If you can hear in the broadcast, there is some fireworks. I'll give you a bit of background as well. I don't know exactly where it's happening, where it's coming from, but I live locally here as well. And the last few nights, around the same time, or maybe a little bit later than this, but 9 o'clock and midnight, there's always been some fireworks happening. About 3 or 4 fireworks in a row, and then stopping. So I've noticed that recently. So there might be some hooligans around this area. Maybe they just enjoy making a ruckus. I don't know, but the one at midnight scared me. I thought there was gunshots in my backyard.
So if they're not gunshots, Johnny, someone's not inviting you to a party around here then?
Maybe, but I'm used to that. I don't normally get invited to much. but I invite myself to everything.
Break in play.
And just a quick thing about FK Belgrade as well. They've got to keep in mind, they've got to be back this up on Tuesday night against Adelaide Comets. So they've got 2 games in the next 7 days. So a lot of, they don't want too many tired legs going into Tuesday night's game, where Comets coming off a New World draw against Croydon earlier today. So they're almost in the same position as what Comets are heading into Tuesday night's game. The only difference is Comets will have 2 hours of extra rest than the Beograd side from tonight. But we've got to love cup football, and then Wednesday night backing it up with Northern Demons State League 2 and Adelaide Olympic. But no stranger to Adelaide Olympic's home ground, the Northern Demons, because they train there a lot, so they'll be almost like playing at home.
Except without the multi-hour drive to get there and have your legs sore once you get there.
Yeah, 100%. Like I mentioned earlier, I mean, like I said, Northern Demons lost today in their league game, so they will turn their attention to that quite quickly. And yeah, you're right, Johnny. They do train there. Most of their squads here. I know we're doing an NPL coverage, but given that they're in that stage, look forward to the 2 games coming up in the Cup. Obviously, we saw Campbelltown just get by Cumberland Tuesday night, and obviously Modbury quite easily dispatching Croydon.
And the interesting thing is both home sides are actually not playing in their home ground, with the LA Comets having to play at Jack Smith Park, so the home of West Torrens Bekella.
The joys of the Cup.
Nearing the end of the Cup saga in South Australia. Of course, the winner of those 2 games will go on to the qualifying final, which also serves as the Federation Cup semi-final. But if you win the semi-final, the 2 Cup finalists will get that qualification to the Australia Cup round of 32. Ball into the box, headed away. That's worked out well. Ivanic against Crawford. Crawford still trying to get forward into the chest of Jared Clark. Nyonkuru just clearing away. 20 minutes left. White. Madana. Trying to make his way past Trimboli. Keeping the ball in. Just staying on the line. Luki Ivanovic on the edge of the box. Sure wouldn't mind scoring against his former side.
It'll be a bit of a bittersweet moment for FK Beograd if Luka Jovanovic scores, because on his nights off, he actually spends all of his time in the crowd supporting FK Belgrade. So it's nice to see when players like Luka Jovanovic get around their former clubs and really support him. So, and they do the same with him at the A-League games as well. But obviously tonight, they'll be supporting their own side, FK Belgrade.
A few of those players in that Adelaide United squad that have come through the NPL, of course, not one of the notable ones is often see Nessa and Kunda at Adelaide Croatia Raiders games almost every week when he's not playing the A-League. Of course, won't be able to attend this coming season.
Bit of a trip now, isn't it?
It's probably closer for him to come back from Germany than it is to go to Porphyria, I'd say.
Hey, come on, don't be like that.
FK Belgrade down here are looking towards the bench once again, like I said, and that substitute, Nico Beric, which I saw them talking to earlier, is getting some final instructions. So we should see that any moment now.
You can only assume that it's going to be Shearer that might make way.
Trimboli. Ooh, that's Hart's just not good enough. Just didn't sit up there for Trimboli to get his touch into the box.
get the feeling that if he did get in the box, he had Shearer and Shearer and Maxim Ivanic in the box. Let's see if we're right here with who comes off for Ninko Beric.
You were spot on with the substitution. It is going to be Craig Shearer.
Ninko Beric to make his way onto the field. Barnett just losing the ball under his feet, still able to keep possession. Yull. Phyllis. Cox. Mbembe. Johnny Ure with the pass from Barnett to Madana. Using his pace, can't get past Jared Clark. Ball through, looking good for FK Beograd, needs the ball into the centre. Punch down! And just cleared away in the end by Panache Madana.
Those fresh legs nearly paid dividends there for Beograd. Beric picked the ball up just inside his own half and off he went and releasing Koike. His shot well saved by Ethan Cox though.
But there has been a casualty in the process for Adelaide United. Adelaide United still yet to make a substitute. Have Faye Versace, Patrick McGregor, Brody Burkett, Joey Gruccio and Fabian Grelly on the bench, of course, as well as Oscar Page, but can't imagine to be seeing the pitch.
Well, there is going to be a substitution from Adelaide United. They're actually preparing as we speak. Patrick McGregor is just chucked on his Adelaide United jersey now, so and getting some final instructions. So it looks like he will be the first to come on for Adelaide United. Sporting that, I don't know how long he's had that haircut on. Oh, I like it. It's nice and bright. Blonde? We say bleached?
Bit of a slim shady look about it. Giving you a run for your money with the hairdo there, Johnny.
Well, I've been just thinking about hairdos just like literally in the last 5 minutes. I was looking at Madunha and thinking I might sport that one day with the banner around my hair. I got the similar long curly locks, so maybe I can do the similar situation.
Sure you can.
See if I can get Gatorade to give me a bandana.
Neon Kuru. Looking to go all the way back to Kavanagh. Just under 15 minutes left. Ball cleared forward. Neon Kuru. Ball wide. Koike. It's a late challenge there on Koike. And a yellow card for his troubles.
Looks like Ryan White, is it, that picked up that yellow card? Or my eyesight might be deceiving me. No, maybe it was Fabian Taladera. Have to have another look at that one, Seb. Third time lucky. Cameron Harris picked up that yellow card. Got there in the end.
This free kick to come now. It's not a bad delivery at the back post. Headed inwards, and it's the goal! Massimo Falco making them 2-1.
Yeah, fantastic delivery into the box by Jason Konstantopoulos. It looked like the delivery was going to beat everyone, but then headed back across by Koike, I think it was, at the back post, and the chance was nearly gone, but sitting at the back post again from the nod back was Massimo Falco, and he's put it into the side netting.
Perfect header from Massimo Falco to get FK Beograd 2-1 up.
Was maybe half a shout for offside there. I think the United defenders were asking for the flag, but wasn't one forthcoming. And as we approach the last 10 minutes, it's FK Beograd 2-1 up.
Before this moment in time, Adelaide United were 4 games unbeaten. At this current scoreline, that streak looks to be ending.
Yeah, that could be a huge, huge goal. And as we saw last night with Adelaide Olympic winning at South Adelaide, Beograd fell into the bottom 3. So picking up 3 points tonight will take them back out of that zone, away from relegation areas.
And even with this scoreline, FK Beograd losing a streak from themselves for not winning since round 5. As we see Adelaide United readying up 2 substitutes. Johnny, who do we got?
Yes, we do have McGregor, as we did mention earlier, coming on. Also, Joey Caruccio making his way on for Adelaide United. So they're going to go with a double substitution now. And I think the other home side might be going to their third very soon as well, as they're just making their way to the boys warming up on the sidelines. We're getting to the fiery moments now, boys. I did say it would either be a draw, it would definitely be a draw, but Adelaide United got a lot of work to do to get back in that. I'm not sure how much you picked it up on the broadcast, but watching it from the sidelines, the roar and the excitement from the home bench when they scored that goal, and they absolutely loved the header as well.
Yeah, I could definitely hear it from up here, Johnny. Very passionate. Late challenge there and a free kick for FK Beograd. Patrick McGregor and Joey Caruccio still waiting, to make their way onto the pitch.
Still what, sorry?
Waiting.
They're rating.
Got there in the end.
They're rating the menu log, are they?
Looks like Anthony Trimboli lining this one up from distance.
Trimboli on the free kick, looking from range, heads high over the goal.
There was a few instructions out to Damian Luic for FK Belgrade, and I'm glad you didn't ask me for any of idea of what was being said, because it was all in Serbian. So I didn't make one moment of it. As Adelaide United actually gone with that triple substitution, very late inclusion there for Adelaide United to bring on Babe Versace as well for Adelaide United. So triple, boys. As it looks like FK Belgrade about to make their third very soon as well now.
Yeah, Jay Barnett there, getting through 82 minutes. I think that's the longest he's played in a fairly long time, so it's good to see him come off unscathed.
Another one of those players with A-League experience, not just at Adelaide United, but with Melbourne Victory and Brisbane Roar. Beric. Foul by McGregor.
There's actually a lot more instructions coming from the Serbian language on the bench of the FK Belgrade, so they must have worked out it's a bit of an advantage for them. So they're making use of it, having a few of the Serbian players on the pitch at one time. Because Adelaide United, I'm pretty sure, won't be able to understand most of it unless you're Luka Jovanovic, maybe.
He is getting closer and closer to the side. Maybe he's picked up on that.
Ball comes in, needing to be dealt with by the Adelaide United defence. Jovanovic. Versace. McGregor. Looking for Jovanovic. Ball not in the path enough of Luka Jovanovic. That ball being shouted as one to have hit the hand. Versace. Barrett's just applying that pressure from the front. Madonna. Dispossessed. Jovanovic. Tempo's just slightly heightened as the ball goes to the right of Versace. He puts the ball in. The hit!
Just couldn't quite get the contact required to beat, well, he beat Kavanagh, but to find the back of the net by young McGregor. I think it come off his shin.
Wasn't the cleanest of strikes, but perhaps would have at least wanted to get it on target. It was a lovely ball initially for Versace to get onto it.
Yeah, nobody tracked the run of Versace down the right-hand side. The nearest player was the holding midfielder in Nirankuru, so everyone had gotten up the park and nearly cost an equaliser for Beograd.
Yull. Just getting hassled is Johnny Yull with his shirt pulled as well. Jovanovic against Clark, twisting and turning against him. McGregor. White. Back out wide left to Johnny Yull. Disguised pass. Yull couldn't get the touch through. Running his guts out is Maxim Jovanovic, and to be fair to him, he's won the ball.
Oh.
Ethan Cox just falling slightly on the ball there. Could have been very dangerous for Adelaide United. Berich. Another booking. This time for the substitute Patrick McGregor.
Maybe took a bit of inspiration from Conor McGregor maybe there.
Heard the FK Beograd shouting that it should have been a red.
Ethan Cox very fortunate to get away with his missed touch there inside the box. Trimboli was closing in, but then didn't look like too much of a rash challenge. He's only been on the park a matter of minutes and he's picked up a yellow card.
Another free kick. 2 minutes left of this one, not including additional time. Delivered in, deflected. Will be a corner. Sure, they'd love to have one more just to finish off the game early. Not the greatest of corners. It'll go for one once again.
Yeah, a bit of a slice clearance there by the Adelaide United defence. Fortunately not near the goal and out for another corner.
Let's hope this delivery is a better one. Much better. Into the middle. Much better delivery and got the connection to it, just not on target.
Yeah, it was Ninko Beric on that occasion. Still looking for that first league goal.
Edging closer and closer to the additional time. Adelaide United still fighting for one. Free kick for United.
Yeah, you get the sense that Adelaide United have played all their cards. They've got quite a youthful bench.
Versace. It's a poor touch there from Ryan White to give it away to FK Beograd. A good pass. Oh, the idea perhaps was good. Into the additional moments now. Ball over the top. Penalty. Late penalty. In additional time. And it looks like if anyone's to be the hero, it'll be Josh Kavanagh.
Well, the FK Belgrade bench has gone to complete silence at the moment. Hands in, face in hand, just can't look at the pitch at the moment. They're just in disbelief of how they could let go of this lead in these final moments.
And it's none other than Luki Ivanovic to take the penalty.
He won't be getting any chivaps in the change rooms after the club rooms afterwards.
The boy from Beograd on this penalty. This is his club. These are both of his clubs. And he could put the dagger into them if he scores this one. To make it 2-2. Ivanovic, Kavanagh! Oh! I thought he saved it, but Luki Ivanovic gets the equaliser.
Yeah, it was a careless effort by Daniel Goni. I think it was Yuli running into the box, and I think he's clipped ankles with him. It's a misfortune, but 2-2 as we head into extra time. Wonder if we can get a amount of time added on, Johnny.
Yes, I will try and get that. Just wait for the referee to get closer to me. But I was going to give you a live update on the ladder as we were speaking earlier, but that's quickly changed because Beograd did move into the top 6. Equal points with Adelaide United, but better goal difference. But now with this draw, brings FK Beograd down from 6th place, where they were just 2 minutes ago, back down to 9th place, and Adelaide United sit comfortably in 6th place with a 2-point gap between them and Croydon. So that one goal from Luki Ivanovic has really just changed up the top 6, or the bottom 6, sorry. Might turn my mic off just so I don't catch any profanities, and we do apologise if anything gets caught on it.
Versace puts the ball in at the back post. It's a good touch. Saved by Kavanagh. Still in there for Adelaide United. I think all the FK Beograd fans are still in disbelief here that they've given away a late penalty. It's not even on the scoreboard, they don't believe it.
In regards to the scoreboard, I think they're going with the, if it's not seen, you're not there to be believed. So there you go. That's what they're going with, I reckon.
I thought Kavanagh saved it initially, so late free kick.
Couple of quick fire opportunities up the right-hand side of us here, or right-hand side of the camera, which Kavanagh kept out, and now it's Constantopoulos who delivered that ball earlier for the goal for Beograd. Can he do it again?
Ball delivered into the box, headed only upwards. United on the counter-attack through Panache Madana. Jovanovic is almost in space. Well dealt with by Luic. Referee does check his watch. Constantopoulos. That pass not making it. Versace has made himself as a good impact sub since coming on. Ball needs to be won here, is so by Trimboli. Over the top for Ivanic against Mbembe. Mbembe needing to make a split-second decision there. Happy to just carry the ball himself. And that's full-time 2-2 between FK Beograd and Adelaide United. And just as was predicted, a 2-2 draw.
Johnny was right. He called it early halfway through the first half. The Adelaide United boys come out with some intent in the second half, but it was Beograd that got that goal and went ahead, and then just that careless mistake at the back by Goni has cost them all 3 points here, unfortunately. And it was really, after they equalised, it was Adelaide United that looked like they were going to win it in the end.
So, the man that scored the winning penalty, Johnny, is with him now. You're with Luka Jovanovic.
Yes, I'm with Luka Jovanovic, mate. Well done on getting the late equaliser. How would you make of the full 90 minutes?
It was a slow start for us, and especially for me. I was crumbling the ball a bit, but I think in the second half I switched on more and I got more chances. But still not happy that we get the 3 points.
It was a tough one for the full game. It was a bit hard for you guys compared to FK Belgrade, but a bit of a change on the bench. Your head coach, Ayrton Andrelli, wasn't there tonight. He's overseas at the moment. Well, any difference in the style of play under Vass, or do you pretty much sticking to what from what Ayrton's put in place?
No, so we stuck to the same philosophy that we've done all season with Ayrton, and Vass and Elvis done well to keep that going through training. So obviously Ayrton's a big miss, but we have the great backup for him.
And with the finishing of the A-League now, you can focus on NPL. How's that transition feeling for you now, being able to just focus on the NPL and playing more football?
It's better because obviously back end of the season I didn't get as many minutes as I did at the start. So to play these games obviously is very good for my development and very good for all our players' development.
Well done, mate. I'll let you go back with the boys. Well done today. There's Luka Jovanovic. You can tell, even though they got the draw, which wasn't as not as happy with the performance overall tonight, boys. Back up to you, and I'm very happy with my prediction.
Thanks, Johnny, for your contribution throughout the night, Connie.
Yeah, you can hear the dejection in his voice. It's obviously the professional environment he's been around where they want to win all the time. So for him to come here and be disappointed that they've lost, but also know that he's done his job in scoring that penalty to get them that equalising goal. And 1 point at this stage of the season, we came up to halfway next week. It's round 11, and just that bridge between the top half and the bottom half now is starting to get a bit of gap between some of those teams in 6th and 7th. So, but well, fortunately for us, we've seen 4 more goals to cap off the weekend, which saw every game score except for one. So, good call, and I think that'll do us for tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us throughout the night. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Connie. Thank you for joining us tonight. As always, see you more across the coming weeks for more football.
And happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day for tomorrow too. Thank you, Johnny.
You haven't frozen up there, have you?
What's that, sorry?
You haven't frozen up there, have you?
Oh, I feel like it.
How fucking cold it gets into sun again? I hate this weather. Can't stand it. I like the warmth. Yeah, really good.